Welcome to Christmas in our apartment. I just need to see it in widescreen.
Looks great.
Like that.
Yep.
You need to see all different angles.
Do some jumping jacks.
Hello, welcome to our apartment 1 year later. We are doing a holiday tour today. My family is in town, as you'll be able to see with my brother on the couch watching the Eagles game. But I wanted to walk you through each area of the apartment and tell you what we have going on holiday-wise and what's changed in the past year. So the first thing you'll notice is we added beadboard here for like a wainscoting look with peel and stick. Actually, no, we went with the foam. But we used molding here that's renter friendly with indoor mounting tape. There is a peel and stick option, but it's more of a PVC material, and I would highly recommend avoiding that. But as you can see, we ran out, so this is unfinished. So also a part of this tour, I'm going to be showing you everything that is a little messed up, because we just wanted to keep it a little more real today. So like this wreath is supposed to be on the outside of the door. I just haven't attached it. This needs another layer of paint. It was like bright yellow, but I painted that about an hour before we had company over for Michael's birthday in October. Anyway, also in the entry, I think you'll remember this piece if you follow along. This is from an old townhome in Washington, D.C. that I bought at the Eastern Market when I lived in D.C. And we decorated it with some of our ornaments. And then this little stocking is where we keep all of our like LED remote control lights. So love a mini wreath, love that, it's so clever. Also, you might have seen my Minwax project earlier this year. This is a gossip bench. So you sit here, you have your phone here, and you just gossip all day long. But I think it makes a perfect entryway piece because you can hide your slippers underneath, and I just have some lipsticks right here from running out the door. This was a vintage crystal find this year in Virginia in June. And then this mirror right here is super special because this is my childhood bedroom mirror. So all those years where I was like practicing talking to a TV show, like doing crafts and baking and being like, hey friends, today we're gonna do this. That was all in this mirror. So pretty full circle now. Oh, this little candle was another vintage find this summer. Okay, moving on in to the kitchen. Should we just keep going?
No, we should cut.
Good. Okay, coming in to the kitchen. This is probably the most unfinished area of the main living space. We do need to wrap this paint into the kitchen. I think that would make this wall really pop. But I finally nailed down the decor that I want here. So I made this floating shelf. We have a little arrangement up there. The Taper Christmas trees are adorable. This little hanging basket, I swear it was like $10. It was such a good find. Another mini wreath, Santa Claus, poinsettia. This wall vessel is one of my favorite things. It was out of stock for so long. I was looking at it for over a year. It also comes in silver, which I think would be adorable in a bathroom. And then this little mirror we found the same time we found the crystal dish and the little taper candle holder at the same vintage store in Virginia. So the countertops need to be redone because that was like the very first thing we did when we moved in. And just don't look at the sink because we never brought it down, so it's just kind of crazy there. But I think the holiday decor turned out fabulous. Of course, we have our Susan Branch wall calendar, which if you followed me for even a day, you know I'm obsessed with her. Another mini wreath, and then this really hasn't ever been touched. We don't really need to do a close-up on that. If you swing around, I'll show you this wall that we did. This is a little hanging shelf with all of our mugs, and it's fun to swap them out season to season. But that's really all for the kitchen. Let's go to the main living space because that is way more exciting. Let's just keep filming. What?
Jack.
What do you do?
Jack, like this. I didn't get it on camera.
You should have.
I wish I did.
Okay.
And then I almost got him going.
Okay. Let's get him in it.
Okay. Wait, can I start and read? Oh, only because you just like changed like the lighting. Ready?
Okay. Okay, this is my little brother. He doesn't live here, even though I wish he did. So he's just gonna sit there while we do this. But this is the main living space. The biggest thing that changed here is the wallpaper. This is from Farrow & Ball, and it is not an accent wall. As you can see, it goes all the way around. And the biggest thing too, which I really didn't even say at first because I just forget that we did this because it was one of the first things we did. The windows. The way that we made these windows symmetrical with wooden beams, I guess, or literally just like, what would you call it? Trim? Yeah. Anyway, we painted it this gorgeous blue, which I got this idea from when you have front porches in the South. They're painted this certain type of blue. Why am I blanking on the name? Anyway, it's to ward off evil spirits and also for bees and different bugs to not create nests so they think it's the sky and they're not like, ooh, oh. So anyway, so I was like, oh, I love how the porch blends in when you walk out of a beautiful southern front porch. And I was like, what? I want to feel that way when I walk into my home. Like I could almost just like step outside into the city. So I got this perfect color blue. It blends with the sky no matter what type of weather it is. Sometimes it looks white when it's really sunny in here. But anyway, it's perfect. We love it. The curtains are on peel and stick. And now I'm going to transition into more of holiday stuff rather than just the DIY, but you needed to know those things first. Okay, so in terms of holiday, we have our tree. This is half Real Touch, which I love because the inside is like that classic Christmas tree branch. My brother is going like this because the Eagles just did something good. And it fills the center so you don't have a lot of holes, but then the edge is that Real Touch material. That's fabulous. I'm really afraid for how this is coming across in the video because we did almost 6,000 LED warm twinkle lights, which was, maybe not get too close, which was a feat. It took us an entire Saturday to do, but when you see the before and after, which go to my page if you haven't seen already, of the spaced out white Christmas tree lights compared to this, it is like night and day and so beautiful, and I'll never do a tree any other way ever again. But it is a little bit of a jump scare during the day when you see all these like wire branches, so it's better at night. Anyway, I will not stand in front of the TV for too long, but we have our TV stand, which we had to get to accommodate the JBL speaker system. So it's fine. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but it did make for a nice way to hang our stockings if we weren't going to have the mantle anymore, which I do miss dearly. But that one was like a little fucked up. Like if you looked at it closely, you'd be like, this is a hack job. So maybe in our next apartment, there'll be a wall that can accommodate it better, and I will make it beautiful. Because this one was just like, hey, is it possible? This next one, we know it's possible, and I'll make it gorgeous. Not really much to touch on there. Oh, I just did this book tree last night. 5 seconds, so easy. Just take any book, obviously stack them on top, add a little ribbon. It's gorgeous if you need some last minute decor or decor you don't want to spend money on, you know. This pillow is from a brand, I think it's called Pecking Handcraft. One of the best pillow companies that you can find on Amazon. And even though the pricing is a little more expensive than an average throw pillow, it's really, really good quality, and you'll have it for years and years. So I love this little cafe table. Normally it's in the corner because that's my favorite place to work, to look out at the Empire State Building. And then the couch is against the window. But because the tree is here and we're hosting Christmas for the very first time, we had to move some things around so that we could sit there Christmas morning and open up Christmas gifts. So it's a little turned around, not my favorite layout we've ever done. I swear, this room has seen every layout like known to man. But I think it's really perfect for the holidays and it makes it really cozy feeling. So, oh, and I'm also really proud of this Berry Birch arrangement in this jar, because ginger jar, because everything is like, I mean, I'm participating myself with the branches over there and the juniper sprigs and the poinsettia, but everything's kind of the same when it comes to greenery in the wintertime. And I thought this was like really unique yet simple arrangement. So I think that's all to really touch on in here. Oh, last thing. We found the perfect spot for a Christmas village. I love a Christmas village, but I just don't have enough space. Like, you know, if you're living in a suburban home and your dining room is an entire Christmas village, it's like the old man that lives next door to you and you just like go over and like see it all set up. Jack and I were laughing because our pop-up used to do that. I think that's stunning, but I don't have the space for it. It's literally just to look. Oh. And anyway, I thought this was the perfect little secret spot. And this was a part of my 25 Christmas tree series. I was gonna do a train tree because we grew up always having a train around the bottom of our tree. But then I arranged the track to fit around the TV stand perfectly. And I just felt like we weren't gonna run the train all day anyway because we don't have kids around that would find enjoyment in that, and it's fucking loud. So I was like, this is the perfect little spot for the Polar Express. And I believe this year is, am I wrong, the 25th year anniversary of Polar Express? Or is it 20th? Maybe 20th. Either way, they're celebrating an anniversary, so we're celebrating Polar Express. Okay, last spot, the hallway. So as you know, when we first moved in, I just threw up all our art on these walls, and it was never meant to be like a very intentional gallery wall. It kind of just happened as we were unboxing things. I'm pleased with how it turned out, which is why I haven't changed it. But we did used to have 6 of these frames. You saw them in our old apartment, and now there's just 3, because if you slam this door or shut it a little too hard, which is very easy to do because these are like the cheapest doors in the entire world, they're so lightweight, your pictures will fall. And I never secured them. So we're down to 3, and I feel like by the time we move out of here, we'll be down to 0. We're just seeing how fast they can drop. Did you want me to stop because of lighting?
Mm.
You did this.
I didn't. I did that.
Oh yeah. Well, now you threw me off.
Okay, sorry.
Also right here, we did a little asymmetrical garland. Oops, let's start that again. Ready?
Yep.
Also right here, we did some asymmetrical garland. I strand of lights through it.
Wait, it stopped. What the heck? I didn't touch it.
From terrain. I did weave some lights through it, and then I didn't like how it looked. I even put felt on the back of the battery pack so that we wouldn't mess up these walls, because I did repaint all the walls white. At that time, I should have changed the color because I cannot stand this stark white in this home. But I didn't have the time to fix everything, and I was just doing touch-ups right before Michael's surprise birthday party. So the building had the paint, and one day maybe I'll change it. It's just not very warm, but at least it looks fresh. We actually had a maintenance guy come in to fix one of the bulbs that went out in the kitchen light. Like, you can see it, it's just so ugly. When you pop that off with 3 screws, it's just 2 LED plates, so it's not even hardwired into the wall. Anyway, he had to come and fix one of those, and I saw how easy it was to dismantle, and that is 100% going to be my next project. Anyway, when he was here, he was like, oh my god, like, well, one, because the windows, the wallpaper, everything. He's like, did you repaint in here? And I was like, I cannot believe you're probably the only person in the whole entire world that would recognize that I touched up every dent and mark on the ceiling and in the hallway. And he was like, I go into hundreds of apartments a day, and this one's just so bright. And I was like, I pulled out the gallon of paint that one of his coworkers had given me and was like, yes, I actually just did this, and I'm so pleased to hear that you're impressed. Last thing in this hallway, we switched out the light fixture here. So they had a hideous sconce here previously, and this was my first purchase that was a bronze metal. Normally I go for like black or brass or nickel. Bronze was just really in my mind because we had just spent a week in Montecito and Santa Barbara, so I felt like maybe I was inspired by all of the bronze hardware there. But you can't really tell. It would kind of look black if you didn't know. Anyway, I just love that piece, and it was surprisingly very affordable. Oh, and the wreaths. We have the little mini wreaths there. I love those. But that's pretty much all as far as holiday decor goes. The bathroom, we just have some fun towels. And then in our bedroom, we didn't do lights this year. So our bedroom is kind of lacking when it comes to holiday decor. But that is it. In review, it doesn't seem like that much, even though I feel like I've been working on holiday stuff all year long. I guess some of it has gone to die, like the cranberry topiary, some different trees, like the half tree, that went mega viral. That was crazy. We had obviously put up and since taken down because we are a couple days out from Christmas. So kind of have everything peeled back in the way that we want to live when we celebrate Christmas in just a couple days. If you were here a few weeks ago, it was like an actual clusterfuck. So anyway, thanks for coming. We'll have to do more long form videos, and I hope you have a healthy and happy New Year with your family, and Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. Bye.